Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. To this Dazzled or Disappointed, I actually am going to have, I think, two for you this week. Today's is going to be on the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. So we're going to do a demo. I'm going to give you swatches. I'm going to take you into the description on Sephora's website. I have a lot of detail to go over with you. Let you know what I use to apply, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in seeing if this product is right for you, whether you like cream bronzer products or not, then just keep on watching. Alright my friends, so in regular Dazzled or Disappointed fashion, I'm going to take you into Sephora's website, let you know all the product details. But first off, because total side note, and I'm sorry if this is kind of boring to you or if you're not a Disney nerd like I am, but so those of y'all who have been with my channel know that I am diehard Disney. I love all things Disney. So when I saw that this was going to release and I saw that the title of this, or the product name, was Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream, those of you who are Disney geeks know that Tantour is from Tarzan. It's one of the characters from Tarzan. So please let me know in the comment section below if you thought of that same thing when you saw this release, because I'm like, man, I can't be the only one. So total side note there, squirrel moment. Let's go ahead and go into the product description, shall we? So on the Sephora website, it is described as an ultra pigmented, blendable, and buildable cream to powder contour and bronzer formula. It's housed in an easy-to-use jar. This deeply pigmented, luxurious cream to powder bronzer is the versatile product you've been looking for. Whether you're a beginner or a contouring pro, Huda's Tantour allows you to create a healthy-looking, bronzed complexion or natural to dramatic contour as you layer. So it does come with 0.42 ounces of product or 12 grams. It is $30, and I think that's what we've got going on. Let's see. I am going to check. One thing I did not check for you, for those of y'all who are interested, is where it's made. Let me check. Hang tight. It's made in Italy, which I feel like that is typically where her products are made. And so, yeah, that is that. So the packaging, let's start off with that. I love the little box. I actually think, I know this sounds so dumb, but I feel like I'm going to keep this little box. It's super... Something about it is so pleasing to my eye. I'm not sure. It's a clear kind of plastic box, and again, I don't know. It's just a box, but what? I don't know. Anyways, this is the packaging right here. I love this packaging for a couple of different reasons. First off, it's very sturdy feeling, so it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like plasticky and just kind of like you could toss it aside. No, it's really nice. It's very thin, a lot thinner than I anticipated it to be. When you open it up, you do have the lid that's very similar to her loose Easy Bake powder, obviously a smaller cap, but this is, to me, so unique. The base, or where the product is held, it's like a little flat acrylic base. It feels very sturdy, so I not only like looking at it, I like holding it. It's weird. I'm just weird. It does come with a little cap like this to help keep your product fresh and probably so it doesn't dry out as quickly. And then your product is on the inside here. Now I'm going to tell you that I purchased the shade Fair. I am a light to light medium skin tone, so typically I would have gone with the light, but in looking at the product, the photos before it released, I was like, man, the light looks a little deep for me. And so given that when I bought the Marc Jacobs Accomplice powder during the sale, I went with the description that fit my skin tone, and it was way too dark for me. It was way too deep. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to go based off the pictures and not the description, and I'm going to go in with Fair. It was the best decision I could have made. It's perfect for my skin tone. So giving you a few foundation names that fit my skin tone for your purposes. In the Hourglass Vanish, I am in the shade Shell. In Fenty, I am 185, which is the light medium neutral. The Hourglass is in the light neutral. In the Dior Backstage Dior Skin Forever, Dior Skin Forever, I am shade 020, which is light neutral. And in the Backstage, I am 2.5, which is light to light medium neutral. Let's see, what else? Huda, I am in the shade, I think it's Latte, which I think is 300N, which is light medium neutral. That's on the deep end for me. That's when I'm at my most tan, which is not always, hardly ever. What else? What other? In the Too Faced Born This Way, I am in the shade Light Beige, which is the light neutral. So those are a few for reference in case you share my skin tone in any one of those foundations. This fair shade works perfect for me. So let's go ahead and start off with swatches because I don't have any bronzer on my face. I actually just filmed a Get Ready With Me that I'm going to post this week, and I did not use any bronzer. So that's why I'm looking extra light right now. I am wearing Shell by Hourglass in the Vanish foundation, the liquid. So this product, first of all, is so creamy, so emollient. It's not like a stiff cream. It is a very, very soft cream. It's very satiny. It just melts right out of this pan of product and onto my finger. So what I like about this shade, those of you who know my preference in bronzers know I don't really like a very red tone in my bronzer. And so what I like about this is it was described as a honey shade. So I already figured based on that description and based on what I was seeing that it would probably not have red in it. And I was right. So it is a very warm brown type of bronzer shade or contour shade. So that is what that looks like there. I know the viewfinder when I'm filming can sometimes be very deceiving because something will look a little bit different than what it's coming across as, and then when I go edit, I'm like, oh, it looks nothing like what it looked like in the viewfinder. In the viewfinder, I feel like it does look a little bit red. It's absolutely not. So very creamy, very emollient. And again, look, this is the fair shade. This is my skin tone. Quite a bit of pigment. So it's recommended to use it with the Huda brush. I noticed that it's out of stock at the moment. I didn't want to buy the brush just for this product, so I thought, well, okay, let me first see if I can make it work with brushes that I already have. And honestly, I have found a way to make it work. I don't think you need that brush for this product. I think it's nice if you can pick it up, but I didn't. So I have been using two brushes for this. Now granted, the brush that's suggested you use with this by Huda is a double-ended brush, one for picking up the product and laying it down and the other for buffing it in. So that's what I've been using. I've been using a Tarte. This one's like the Make Believe in Yourself, or it's one of those brushes. So these limited edition ones by Tarte are not my favorite, but the shape and the size and everything was perfect for what I needed it. So this is what I've been using to grab the product and lay it down. And then my 3D Kabuki brush by Sigma is what I've been using to buff it out. And I have had absolutely no issues. So that being said, let's go ahead and go into a little bit of a demo so that you can see how I apply it, so that you can see how it looks on my skin tone and how easy it is to apply. So first off, let's go ahead and go in with this brush. And I will tell you, it's up to you how much product you want to pick up. I just go in with a little bit, quite frankly. And I just keep on dipping as I go along. So for example, I'm going to lay it down. Now I did, I'm going with a little more because I didn't press hard enough. I did watch her video prior to using this product to see how she recommends using it, and I've pretty much been kind of mirroring her method. And so, but look how pigmented this is, and it's fair. So granted, it does sheer out a little bit once you start blending it out. So I just go and put it on like the perimeter of my face, and what I like is that it doesn't dry down so quickly, and I have time to just buff it out. So this is me now going in with my 3D Kabuki brush, and what I like about this brush is it's very, very stiff. The other end of her brush, in which she suggests blending it out, is a little bit bigger. But it's sold out, and I think people are really loving it. Now, one thing is that I already had highlight going on from my video, my Get Ready With Me, and so that's going to disrupt that, but that's okay. This product, again, it's so easy to blend in that, like, it really doesn't, as far as disrupt, it doesn't break anything up. It doesn't break up my foundation. It doesn't start removing my foundation. It literally melts into my skin as I buff it in, and it just ends up giving me a seriously healthy look. It doesn't look like I smeared a bunch of brown powder on my face, which is sometimes the issue I have with powder products. You guys know my absolute favorite powder bronzers are the Fenty bronzer and the Kylie Cosmetics bronzers. Those are the ones that have the most satin, silky type of powder that don't make it look like I slathered a bunch of brown powder on my face. So that's that. I love the healthy look that it gives me. So let's go ahead and go into, I'm going to tell you, I'm not an expert at contouring. I typically don't contour. I'm not good at it. It ends up looking muddy on me. I just don't. But for purposes of this video, I am going to place a little bit of product down here, and look how intense that is already. And I didn't go in with a whole lot. Now, for purposes of this video, I am doing each section alone or individually. Typically, when I do my makeup, I stamp it here, I stamp it here, I stamp it here, I go under my chin, that kind of thing, and then I blend out. But for purposes of this video, so that you can see, I have been just going one section of my face at a time. So look how, like, I literally hardly did anything to that, and it's blended. And again, I'm not the best at contouring, so that may not be the best contour job. Typically what I'll do is, obviously, if I didn't have all my blush and highlight already on, I'd go in and just kind of bronze that area. But for purposes of this video, I don't want to do that. And then what I do is I'll grab, I'm going back to my little handy dandy paddle brush, and then I'm just going to place a little bit down here, just so that I bronze up a little down there and I don't look like half of my face is kind of light and the other half is not. And then I just go in like this. So easy peasy, right? Again, this brush is so dense that it just makes it easy. I don't have to apply too much pressure. But yeah. The difference is, like, I'm looking in the viewfinder and I'm like, the difference now to when I did not have any bronzer on is ridiculous to me. It's really crazy. I'm going to put on a little bit more just here on the sides. And the thing about it is also that it looks like there's not a lot of product in here just because it's so thin, so small. You don't need a whole lot, quite frankly. Like, you really do not need to be going in with a heavy hand and digging that cream product out of there. Because like I said, it's quite pigmented and it really just comes off so easily onto your brush that just a little bit will go a long way. So again, that's the fair shade, and it did everything I would have wanted it to do to bronze up my face. So keep that in mind so you don't end up ordering the wrong shade. I think they are now in store. But that's what it looks like, and that's what I would add right now, just because I haven't gotten a whole lot of sun and I don't want my face to be like super deep. At this point in time, we're kind of like in between spring and summer, so what I'm looking for truly in a bronzer is not to bronze up my face, it's just to add a little bit of warmth so that I still look a little healthy and I don't look like a ghost, and so that it kind of transitions me into summer. Once I start going to the pool and getting a little more sun, then I can go a little heavier. But this did just what I needed as far as warming up my face, making it look like I have a little bit more life, and giving me that glow. So, final thoughts for you guys. I mean, is there any question? If I gave you a guess as to how I feel about this product, would you guess wrong, really? After all I just said, I think you already know. I'm absolutely dazzled by this product. This is so good. I do like a good cream bronzer. I know there are a lot of y'all out there who don't prefer cream products. I think this is a really good meet in the middle for if you don't like cream products and you only like powder. Just because of the fact that it is so easy to use. It melts into the skin so easily, so effortlessly, so quickly that it's really hard to go wrong with this product. With liquid bronzers, it's easy to go wrong because a little too much, and if it dries down and then you have a spot and then it's splotchy and oh my gosh. But with this particular product, it really is difficult to go wrong because it melts in, that you could easily correct, keep buffing. Like, I mean, so simple. I think the price point is really decent. I know $30, okay, that's up there, and you know, the amount of product, you don't need a whole lot. Like I said, a little goes a long way, and the quality of the product is so good. But in addition to that, you're gonna find that bronzers run the price range. High-end bronzers run this price range. I think it's a decent price point, quite frankly, for the quality of product you get. The packaging is amazing. I love this, and I love using it. I think this is going to last me quite some time, and I think this is gonna be my go-to bronzer here for quite some time as well. So all in all, it's a Dazzled. I love it. If you're curious, if you're even unsure about your shade, go into store, swatch it, test it out. I even think I could have probably made the light work just because it buffs in so easy, but the fair was the perfect shade for me. So it's a Dazzled. All right, guys, before I let you go, I want to give you the verse of the day. If you are not a fan or if you don't want to stick around and listen, you are more than welcome to click off this video right here. It's just in an effort to tell you that I love you, Jesus loves you, not to shove anything down your throat, just in an effort to just tell you that I care and give you some motivation in this very difficult world. Today's comes from Philemon 4, and it says, I always thank my God as I remember you in my prayers. I wanted to say that because I've told y'all, I don't know if I've told y'all this, but as y'all come to my mind collectively, like as my channel, as my group of subscribers, I pray for you just because I don't know what each and every one of you are going through in your lives. You know, whether you are a believer or not, whether you read the Bible or not, that's okay. I still pray for you just because I want you to enjoy life, be happy, healthy, and just more than anything, it is my prayer that you come to know Jesus as your very best friend, as your Savior, as just your daily everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful. Please consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. I would love to have you as part of this family. If you enjoyed this video and again found it helpful, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. I don't ask for it all the time, but it does help me out, and you know, it just takes a quick click. All right, guys, see you very soon in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.